Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency President Abiy Ahmed, Prime Minister of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia, Excellencies, heads of states and governments and delegations, it's a great honor for me to be here and share the Somalis' views and positions in this important summit of African climate. Somalia has been a victim for the climate change for a long time and has been very busy for building institutions that cover most of its resilience, and importance of the climate excellence. On behalf of the Federal Republic of Somalia, I extend our deep gratitude to the government and the people of Ethiopia and to the African Union Commission for hosting the second Africa Climate Summit in this great city, Addis Ababa. We gather under a vital, timely theme, accelerating global climate solutions, financing for Africa's resilience and green development. Somalia stands in full alignment with this vision, prioritizing Africa-led solutions and mobilization of accessible and affordable climate finance at scale. Somalia's contribution to the global greenhouse gases emission is insignificant. However, we are among the world's most climate vulnerable nations, suffering from recurrent climate shocks that are painful to endure. Climate crisis is taking a heavy toll on Somali people. Between 2021 and 2023, our country endured the most severe drought in 4 decades, affecting 7.8 million people, nearly half of the population. This resulted in a widespread food insecurity, loss of livelihoods, and millions of internally displaced people, further compounding our already challenging socio-economic and security landscape. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, priorities anchored in the African agenda, the Nairobi Declaration of 2023 during the first African Climate Summit set a continental course to expand Africa's renewable generation to 300 gigawatts by 2030. This requires around $600 billion and reforms of the global financial architecture so that no longer nations must choose between development and climate action. It's also called for operationalization of the loss and damage fund and elevating Africa's role in integrity-based carbon markets. Somalia stands firmly behind this agenda. Guided by that vision and our national determined contribution, Somalia's climate priorities are clear. Number one, protect lives and livelihoods through adaptation at scale. Our NDC 3.0 estimated $6.3 billion is needed for adaptation in 2025-2035, covering a climate-smart agriculture and livestock, water security, health, disaster preparedness, resilient human settlement, coastal protection, fisheries, clean energy access, and rangeland restoration. Number two, advanced early warning and risk management. We are working with the World Meteorological Organization and partners to strengthen hydromet and early warning services aligned with the UN's early warning for all by 2027 initiative. In this regard, Somalia is also in the process of establishing its National Meteorological Office, which has already been endorsed by the Cabinet and is now awaiting approval by the Parliament. Number three, accelerating affordable energy. Electrification remains too low and too costly. Electricity access in Somalia is below 50%, with pronounced urban-rural gaps. Somalia will expand decentralized renewable energy and mini grids where the grid is distant, leveraging exceptional solar and significant wind potential. 4. Unlock the blue economy. Sustainable fisheries can boost livelihoods through investment in coastal resiliency, cold chain infrastructure and habitat restoration, ensuring food security, economic growth, and a stronger climate adaptation for coastal communities. 5. Curb deforestation and charcoal. We are committed to enforcing the UN Security Council ban on Somali charcoal exports and providing viable clean energy alternative and greening programs in the country where we lost forests due to charcoal. What we have done, Somalia's achievement, Somalia is the first country in East Africa to submit its NDC 3.0, demonstrating leadership and readiness to implement ambitious climate action. In 2022, we launched Green Somalia Initiative campaign to plant 10 million trees, and in 2023, we joined the Great Green Wall Initiative with a 10 million pledge to combat deforestation and biodiversity loss. We have established the policy and institutional framework to mobilize climate finance with the establishment of the National Climate Fund for the first time in Somalia. The Green Climate Fund announced an accelerated 100 million partnership for Somalia in 2024, and both GEF and the Adaptation Fund are meaningfully engaging with our government. Somalia's epic debt relief of 4.5 billion lowered debt from 64% of the GDP in 2018 to below 6% by the end of 2023, creating room to invest in climate resilience. Our government is also focused on increasing domestic revenue, further strengthening public financial management, and creating a conducive investment environment to attract investment to enhance resilience building. Resilience on the ground. With our partner, we are expanding multi-use water infrastructure and climate-smart land management in dry lands. Canal and flood relief works along the Shabelle and Juba rivers are helping reduce disaster losses and improve food security. Opportunities in Somalia. Somalia is ready to help deliver the continent's renewable surge. Private developers and communities are co-creating solar hybrid mini grids and growing. We are to scale proven models with grants and highly concessional finance, lowering tariffs for households and business while crowding in private capital in the sector. Our blue economy can be a resilience engine, sustainable fisheries, restored mangroves and shorelines, and climate-smart coastal infrastructure, if supported by targeted affordable finance and ocean climate partnership referenced in the Nairobi Declaration. In our people, farmers, pastoralists, fishing community, women and youth are already leading solutions. Africa-made innovation is taking root across Somalia. Our task is to scale what works for us and for the continent. Our call, Africa's common position is, number one, to deliver finance at the right scale and on the right terms. Number two, to operationalize and capitalize loss and damage, moving from pledges to predictable disbursements that reach frontline countries like Somalia quickly and directly, aligned with the nationally led priorities. Number three, back adaptation at scale to scale up investment in resilient agriculture, water security, and nature-based solutions, ensuring adaptation finance follows directly to vulnerable communities and support nationally defined resilience priorities. Our commitment, Somalia reaffirms its conditional NDC target to reduce emissions by 34 below business as usual by 2035, while placing adaptation, protecting lives, food systems, water health, and infrastructure at the center of our development pathway. We will continue integrating climate risk in every sector policy, scaling locally led solutions, and building strong institutions for delivery. Mr. Chair, Excellencies, Africa's case is compelling and just. Decarbonizing the global economy is inseparable from delivering development in Africa. Let Addis Ababa be remembered as the moment we moved from declarations to delivery together. I thank you.